Ducati superbikes have long been defined by their resolute gun-sticking V-twin format, with the pursuit of chassis perfection and lightweight over multi-cylinder peak power. But this bike, the new Panigale V4 unveiled in Italy prior to the EICMA Milan Motorcycle Show, changes everything. Or does it? It still looks rather familiar. The name is the same, as is the red paint, single-sided swing arm, and instantly recognizable Italian lines. But don't be fooled by the book's cover. This is a pivotal moment for Ducati, and if the incredible claims of 211 bhp, 195 kilograms and a quantum leap in electronic control are accurate, this will be the superbike to beat in 2018. With so many leaks, and Ducati revealing the engine long before the bike, it feels like there are few things we don't already know about the Panigale V4, but this is the first time we've had a clear picture of the whole package, the model differences, and those impressive new electronics. The new family comprises the base Panigale V4, 19,250 pounds, the Panigale V4S, 23,895 pounds, with Öhlins semi-active suspension, forged aluminum wheels and a lithium-ion battery, and a Panigale V4 Special, 34,995 pounds, which is a numbered, limited edition, of 1,500, bike with a dedicated livery, titanium exhaust and a host of carbon and billet upgrades. That new Desmo Sedici Strada LV4 engine. This is the first mass-produced Ducati bike to have a four-cylinder engine, and it's derived directly from the Motive Bike's Desmo Sedici V4, but with a displacement of 1,103 cc. Developed in very close collaboration with Ducati course technicians and riders, it steals directly from the race bike in terms of design and architecture, but still manages to deliver impressive service intervals of 7,500 miles, with the valve check only required every 15,000 miles. The 90 degrees V4 uses the same 81mm bore as the GP bike with a longer stroke for improved low to mid-rev torque, and boasts a counter-rotating crank and twin-pulse ignition. And if that's not enough, power can be boosted to ready high power of the standard Desmo Sedici Strada L configuration can be boosted to almost 220 bhp with the optional titanium Akrapovic race exhaust. On almost all road bikes, the crankshaft turns in the same direction as the wheels. But as with Motive bikes, the new Panigale V4 gets a counter-rotating crankshaft. Its benefits are in gyroscopic effect and inertia, improving handling and directional agility. A counter-rotating crankshaft produces inertia-linked torque in the opposite direction, lowering the front of the bike, limiting the bike's desire to wheelie, and therefore boosting acceleration performance. Similarly, during hard braking, deceleration, the crankshaft itself also decelerates, producing an inertial torque that works to help to minimize rear wheel lift. The 90-degree V layout evens up first-order forces naturally without having to resort to a balancing countershaft to eliminate vibration. The V is banked rearward 42 degrees, just like the Motive engine, optimizing weight distribution, allowing for larger radiators and bringing the swing arm pivot as far forward as possible. A combination of 70 degrees crank pin offset and 90-degree V layout generates what Ducati calls a twin-pulse firing order because it mimics the firing sequence of a twin-cylinder, with ignition happening at 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 290 degrees and 380 degrees. The Desmo Sedici Strada L engine takes in air through 4 oval throttle bodies, 52mm diameter equivalent, connected to variable height velocity stacks for the first time on a Ducati engine, and weighing in at 64.9 kilograms, it is just 2.2 kilograms heavier than the 1,285cc Super Quattro V-twin. Ducati Electricery. The Panigale V4 introduces controlled drift during braking, ABS cornering on the front wheel only thanks to a setup specially designed for track riding and a bidirectional shifter that even takes lean angles into account. All these controls, developed on the track together with official Ducati riders and test riders, are incorporated in the 3 new riding modes: Race, Sport and Street, and can be adjusted via the advanced second-generation TFT dash. The introduction of the 6DIMU has allowed the Ducati Slide Control (DSC), developed in conjunction with Ducati Course, to be added to the Ducati Traction Control Evo (DTC Evo). This new system provides the rider with further support by controlling the torque delivered by the engine as a function of the slide angle, improving corner exit performance. Like the DTC Evo, the DSC controls torque reduction by acting on the throttle body valves, spark advance decrease and injection cuts. The DSC has 2 different settings. Switching from level 1 to level 2 results in easier control of slide angles that would otherwise be difficult to handle for mere mortals. DSC intervention levels can be changed by accessing a special menu, in which DTC Evo and DWC Evo values can also be set. It is also possible to set direct DSC control via the direct access buttons on the left-hand switch gear, and the setting is always shown on the display. The Panigale V4 electronic package includes 1. ABS cornering Bosch Evo 2. Ducati Traction Control Evo (DTC Evo) 3. Ducati Slide Control (DSC) 4. Ducati Wheelie Control Evo (DWC Evo) 5. Ducati Power Launch DPL 6. Ducati Quick Shift Up-Down Evo DQS Evo 7. Engine Brake Control Evo EBC Evo 8. Ducati Electronic Suspension Evo Day Evo, the frame game to minimize the inevitable weight gain from the extra bank of cylinders. Ducati developed an all-new frame, called the front frame. It's more compact and lighter than a perimeter frame and uses the engine as a stressed chassis element, keeping the curb weight of the S and Special versions down to 195 kg to 2.5 kg lighter than the new 959 course. Compared to the monocoque design, the front frame allows torsional rigidity and lateral rigidity to be kept separate, to better absorb any road surface roughness when cornering. At just 4 kilograms, the front frame is secured directly to the upper half crankcase of the front cylinder head and to the V4 rear cylinder head, with the engine also acting as a fixing point for the rear suspension and a fulcrum point for the single-sided swing arm. Controlling the rise and fall, the Panigale V4 is equipped with a 43mm show big piston fork BPF, fully adjustable for preload, compression and rebound damping. The fork body's house chrome sliders with Brembo radial caliper mountings. A Sachs steering damper complete the front-end package, while the rear gets a fully adjustable Sachs shock. The Panigale V4S and Panigale V4 Special are equipped with Öhlins Nix 30 forks, Öhlins TTX 36 rear shock and Öhlins steering damper, with electronic semi-active control. The suspension and steering damper are controlled by the second-generation control system, Öhlins Smart EC 2.0, featuring Ducati's new objective-based tuning interface, OBTI. The electronic suspension offers the choice between manual mode, allowing compression, rebound, and damping of the steering damper to be manually set via virtual clicks, or you can select the automatic semi-active dynamic mode. When dynamic mode is selected, the system automatically adjusts compression and rebound damping in response to the rider's inputs and the road or track surface. Huge little brakes. The new Panigale V4 range debuts Brembo's new style monoblock calipers, the latest evolution of the already high-performance M50. Machined from a single piece of alloy, they feature lighter weight areas in the fixing bushings and in the body, making them 70 grams lighter each without compromising on rigidity. I can see clearly now. The Panigale V4 gets a new 5 inches full TFT high-res and high-brightness color display, completely redesigned in terms of layout and graphics, including a new virtual circular rev counter located on the right side. Two different layouts are available. Track mode focuses attention on the lap time indicator, while road mode shows Ducati Multimedia System (DMS) information and highlights engine RPM values typical of road riding. Top speed, selected riding mode, and selected gear do not change position when the layout mode is changed. This is the most advanced Ducati ever built, a marriage of brutal power, electronics, and minimalism. Could this be the best sports bike of 2018?